Hey guys, my name is Apollo. I'm going to be going over the trucking logistics business for Midnight Roleplay. As you guys can see, I've done a little bit of it here. I've earned myself like $680,000 and like 157 deliveries. I've got 5 drivers, 6 trucks. Basically, a quick synopsis is if you're first starting this, you're going to want to head to the quick job section and find a quick job. Now over here, you're going to see endorsements that you will need on your driver's license. As you progress up with this experience, every 1,000 stars is 1 level. You'll be able to choose a skill point that you can set into one of these different areas. Product type is one of the ones. So as you level, you can get explosives, gases, flammables, so on and so forth. I like to do the distance because then I can do the longer drives, which that's the whole reason why I'm doing this, because I like to drive. But again, so you'll select the quick jobs just for a quick, easy one. We'll hit frozen meat transportation. Start the job. Around the corner, you're going to see this truck spawns in. You don't have to pay for this truck. This is provided by the job. Basically, you're going to jump in it. You'll see your trailer has been marked on your map. Back yourself up into it, and you don't have to press anything. Just the second you get underneath it, even when you're close, automatically connects, and then you can see on your map it will highlight your best route to take. It'll GPS you the whole way. So you can see this one would take me down to the beach. Now, for the video's sake, I'm not going to make this entire drive, but once you get there, there will be a highlighted parking spot which you have to drive the truck into. Once you do, the trailer will be unloaded and you will just have the semi, and it'll tell you to return it to the shop. So once you drop off the load, make sure you come all the way back and deliver your truck to one of these parking spots. There will be a red semi that will appear here, and it'll instruct you to press E to return your truck. Once you do, you'll pop out, and right underneath the money on your right side of your screen, it will say your experience. It'll say how much money and what the truck condition was. The state of condition the truck is in on return depends a large amount of how much you make. Once you come in after that, you would see that you've gained experience and your money would have been deposited into your trucking logistics bank. So this acts as a separate bank account from your cash and your regular bank. So I like to think of it as like a third bank. Basically, you keep your money in here and you need this to progress yourself further. So speaking of, you can see down here you can even deposit money. So if you have a large sum in your bank already, say in your personal bank, you don't have to do the job and grind it out to build to this point. You can just deposit the money, it'll go into here right away, and then at that point it is time to buy trucks and drivers. So you can see here at the dealership several different kinds. If you're starting off and you don't have a bunch of money, there's nothing wrong with getting one of the cheaper trucks. I would suggest saving your money though until you can save up for like this Packer is a good truck. I've heard. I personally use this one just because I had the cash laying around, so I bought the best trucks. Once you buy it, you can come to this section here where it will tell you all your trucks. Tells you the condition of it, so you can see I've got Joe built all the way down. It says my engine is at 100, transmission, wheels, fuel, and as these trucks, as you operate them, the state of the truck will decline. You can select each truck, you can spawn it out. So then if you want, like I have 5 trucks because I have 5 drivers. So then I can assign each one of my trucks to a driver, like just like that, right? So now when I go back to my trucks, I have these NPCs that I've hired on will continuously, as long as they have fuel, they will always keep coming back here, getting new contracts, completing the contracts, and the price of what I had to pay for each one is listed right here. There is a recruitment agency where you'll find tons and tons of different drivers. This does refresh. It is an RNG type deal, so continue throughout your trucking adventures to check back here and look for these things. Because you'll see that some drivers have different skills than others, and what you prioritize spending your skills in can change daily. Obviously, you know, it's a safe assumption if you see a $2,000 driver versus an $8,000 driver, this one's likely going to be better. So you can kind of see that, yes, this one is pretty much better in every area except for on-time delivery, and they're the same for product type, but way better at distance, way better at valuable, way better at fragile. The three things that I look for when I hire a driver is I want the most distance, I want the most valuable cargo, and I want on-time delivery. Once you have your drivers hired, you can see them in here and you can go and select any one of the trucks. So if I did like this, we'll just say, so if you just hired 5 drivers and you bought 6 trucks, you can click here if you want to fire the driver, which once you have 5, if you find one in the recruitment agency better, you will have to fire the driver. But you would come here and say, select this truck. The better the truck too, you sometimes will get bonuses. So like this truck gives me a 10% bonus on all my runs. So then you can go here, keep selecting, and you'll see as we select, they start to decrease, right? So now I know that this one, I only have one option to give him this truck. So you can see I have 5 trucks there, but I have 6 trucks here. The way to tell is if one of these is not at 100%, that is the truck that hits the road. So what I would do is go select truck. I would spawn this truck that I like, and then instead of going to the quick jobs, I would now go to the freight jobs. These are the exact same work. You need all these endorsements, you know, flammable liquids, fragile cargo, explosives, and your distance has to be leveled up high enough as well to be able to do such things. So let's just say I wanted to do this furniture transport, alright? So now I will start the job, and this time going around the corner, instead of finding the free spawned in semi-truck that they provide through Trucking Logistics, you'll find my custom truck. These trucks, you can paint them, you can change the horn on them, you can tint the windows, you can do all sorts of stuff if you want to, make them completely customized. I haven't had any issues with the additions sticking. It's always seem to stay on my vehicle. And once again, now you can see it's just the same old as how it was before. I can go to my map, and let's see. It was going to take me all the way up to here, to the backside of 728. Now, obviously, I don't plan on doing that, but this is a good thing to keep in mind too. If you, you know, if you like to see and explore the different areas, this trucking will take you all throughout all the roads. If you like to learn the roads, or you like to see what kind of things the city has to offer, definitely a good one. Lots of the lower levels starting out, you're going to be inside of the city just because the distance is what's going to restrict you. As you level up your distance, it'll start to unlock getting these further and further truck rides that'll take you, you know, up into Vinewood Hills, into Sandy, across Mount Chiliad, and some will even have you deliver all the way up here. You know, you might get, this would be probably like a $10,000 to $12,000 job if you drove a truck up there. So now again on the right, you can see, because this is my truck and trailer, that I can tuck this thing away if I want to. So I'll press E to store the truck. It's now gone. Had I had gone all the way up there and then came back with the truck in good shape, I would come back to here, and I would have noticed again, my bank would have gone up, my experience would have gone up. There are the top drivers of the city. You can see this guy with 1,162 kilometers and 17,398 experience is number 1. So you can have like a little bit of competition between your friends. You can see right here, I don't know, whatever the hell that is, 8th or 10th or something like that, or this is maybe top, I don't know, this is top 10, so I'd be 8th. Yeah, so, you know, you can kind of keep that as like something to look forward to. Like, I need to do, you know, about 100 and some kilometers, and I would become, you know, the 7th best, and then I could do another 30 and then another 50. It doesn't take long to climb up the respective ranks. So now let's say I needed to fix a truck. Like, if you've been, these trucks, as your locals that you hire drive them, will never degrade in body, engine, transmission, or wheels. The only thing you have to do is continue to fuel the truck. But this truck, you can see here, this Joe built Phantom, that was the one I was just driving. So I have it selected. You can see the body's at 99, the engine's at 98, the transmission's at 98. The wheels are still at 100, but my fuel went down 5. It will continue to degrade every one of those until you go to the diagnostics page and you click on this. So I can fix the body because I'm only down 1%. It's going to be $67. So there, we'll put that to 100. We'll fix the transmission. My wheels are still at 100 and I barely used any fuel. So I'll pay the $125 to have it topped right back off. And now this truck is in perfect shape for the next time I go to use it. Yeah, that's really it. It's honestly, it's a pretty simple thing. It does start very slow, but it can be very rewarding. So now, oh yeah, as well, with these drivers, every 35 minutes, it'll pop up in the corner here and it'll say, Blake Roberts completed, Hannah James completed, Elijah Murphy, so on and so forth, all throughout your drivers. And it will give you a different payout for each one of them depending on what the job is. So that's where their skills become different. If you have somebody who's very high distance, like a 5 or a 6, and they have valuable cargo at a 5 or a 6, then they're probably going to have very good payouts, but they are the most expensive to recruit. So you might see them pay out like $1,500 to $1,800 every 30 minutes, and then you can times that by 5 drivers. So if each one of these guys, let's just average it at even $1,000 a driver, you could expect $5,000 every 35 minutes, as long as you just make sure that they have fuel. Fueling lasts quite a long time, up to 6 hours, I would say, depending on your trucks, I guess, and what your driver's skills are. If they have lots of long distance hauls to do, then of course obviously that will decrease the fuel faster, but it's very easy to refuel them. Honestly, once you get in here, your driver's page is going to be your best friend. You'll see your fuel, you can click here. Because they all are full on fuel, I can't click it, but it says fire driver. Below this it would say refuel, and that's all I have to do is just click it, boom, my truck's back full. I don't have to reassign it to them or anything like that. I can just come in here, assign it to my drivers, and away I go. Then you can see here you can withdraw money. So whatever this balance is what you have available. So I'll just put whatever, 14, withdraw, and it puts it directly into my bank account, not in cash. So you don't have to worry about getting robbed out here. Nothing along those lines. There is a garage as well, right here. So you can transfer your vehicles to this location, and then that way you don't have to worry about things being robbed or stolen from you while you are out there enjoying the open road. Alright, I hope you guys enjoy. By the way, the biggest postal is 40